Today, local Divine Nine, Black Greek fraternities, and sororities are joining forces with Dare to Care and the Juneteenth-Jubilee-Commission to help distribute food to local communities, and they are inviting everyone to Dare to Care's food bank to help. Here with more is Dr. Vanessa, Dr. Rashawn, we got Al at the very end there, and of course Alexis with Dare to Care. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
This is the first, really kickoff event to Juneteenth. It is such a big deal. We're actually doing a big Juneteenth show next Friday to celebrate as well. But this is Agape Day, and so what does Agape actually mean?
It means love. It's the highest form of love, and what better way to show love than to serve the community.
Absolutely. That is exactly what Dare to Care is all about. We have a great partnership here at the station with Dare to Care. We're going to do a lot of things with you actually next month, but we want to kick things off early with this event. And so how many families are actually going to participate in today's event?
Yeah, we're expecting to see between 200 and 200 families visiting us today. Food insecurity is really high right now, and so we expect a good turnout.
Actually, it's like a record of the need right now. How great is it? What are you kind of hearing from community members right now?
Yeah, right now we're seeing the greatest increase in food insecurity that we've seen since the Great Recession. So it's been a 48% increase over the last 2 years. Right now we know that 1 in 5 children across Kentuckiana are experiencing food insecurity. So to have the support from Mayor Greenberg and his team and the National Panhellenic Council, it really helps families in need.
It does. The grade is so much neater because it's summertime.
Yes.
Kids aren't in school, they're not getting breakfast and lunch, so I can totally understand why the grade is so needed. And so this is a huge collaboration, right? So why is it so important to bring everyone together for this effort?
Well, with the Divine Nine, we have a staple and a standing understanding that we are there for service. So one of the tenets that we all stand for and we all share is service. And so giving back to the community in which we live in, the communities that we serve, and the communities that we grew up in, that's the reason why it's there. And then you do more with numbers than you do apart. So that's why it's a big thing.
Absolutely you do. And Al, you actually serve on the board with the Juneteenth celebration plus Dare to Care. You're a very busy man. So what does it mean to you to kind of have your hands on both sides of this event?
Well, it's very fulfilling from the Divine Nine standpoint, because we have such a great relationship in Louisville with all of our Divine Nine organizations, and the support that they're providing to Dare to Care is remarkable. And on top of it, we have a little bit of fun while we're doing it.
Of course you do. I mean, you have several different activities, different events all lined up for Juneteenth, but today is truly the kickoff day because it is Agape Day. And so Mayor Greenberg, I mean, shout out to him, right? Because a lot of his funding is actually going towards this. So what does that mean? And, to have that, this event really on a pedestal to really get the word out there and help so many families.
Well, yes, as you said, we are very appreciative that Mayor Greenberg provided the funds to be able to have as many Juneteenth events that we have. To me, it means that he's made it a priority. This is important. Like you said, Agape Day is the kickoff, and we have other events that are happening throughout the week, such as the Legacy of York program, and then we have a play. So without the budget and without the funds, we wouldn't even be able to do these things.
Exactly, which we're going to have both of those events next week on the show. Again, just spreading that word out there. And you mentioned that 200 families are expected. But honestly, this isn't really new to you guys because you help so many families every single week through your food drives.
Yeah, we have, these are called mobile pantries. And so this is a special one that we do in partnership with NPHC and the city. But we do have mobile pantries throughout the year. So if you just visit daretocare.org, if you're looking for food resources, you can find a full calendar of where they are, when they are. You just type in your zip code and it'll locate the pantry that's closest to you.
That is really good to know. And this event specifically, which one is that going to be at today?
Today it's at 5803 Fern Valley Road, which is our main warehouse.
Okay, and that's where we did our big takeover show just a couple of months ago. The warehouse is huge, but the need is even greater, wouldn't you say?
Right.
Yeah, it is. It's like a Costco if you go in there. It looks like a Sam's or a Costco, but the need is great, and so many families right now are really struggling. We're just hoping they walk away with a little bit of hope today.
Well, a little bit of hope, but also fresh food.
Yes.
A lot of these food pantries, you think this is already prepackaged, like, a bunch of cans, all that processed food, but no, this is fresh,
It
ready to go to
is.
families, right?
That's right.
It is.
That's right.
It is. 40% of our food is actually fresh produce. And so we're excited to give out healthy foods because we understand that the foods we provide have an impact on your overall health.
They really, really do. So y'all, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming in
Thank
today.
you.
Again, today is Agape Day. It is the best way to help out so many families in need. There are so many events happening throughout Louisville to celebrate Juneteenth, and you can head over to their website to learn more.